TomoNews presents Nerd Rage.
The Gamestop store manager who squared off with a customer in the now infamous Grand Theft Auto 5 Nerd Rage viral video has reportedly been fired. A Burbank, California man eager to buy a copy of the latest installment in the popular Grand Theft Auto franchise got into a bit of a spat with one of the store's employees after attempting to buy a copy of the ultra-violent game without valid photo ID. After the matter appeared to have been resolved, the manager added insult to injury and prematurely celebrated her victory, mocking the embarrassed customer in the process. The man returned to the store and opened what, no doubt to him, sounded like a whole can of whoop-ass. GameStop took to Facebook to announce they were looking into the matter, and reports by video game-focused blogs claim the employee in question was canned by the retailer.
Flappy Bird flies no more. Crazy-making game pulled from the internet. Mobile phone gamers around the world were saddened to learn that Flappy Bird, a simple yet very difficult game, was pulled from the internet forever. The game's creator, Nguyen, said he had to kill it as the game's phenomenal success was ruining his simple life. Flappy Bird was launched in May, but took off in December. The game was downloaded a total of 50 million times and made an estimated $50,000 a day in ads. So what went wrong? Some reports say Nintendo might have put some heat on Nguyen for the pipes that look like Mario's. The game maker has also been accused of using bots to unfairly boost downloads and visibility. Others have speculated that Nguyen just couldn't handle the inevitable flack frustrated players spewed his way. Pro web geek Robert Scoble said the move was a marketing ploy to raise interest in future games. He thinks Nguyen is a genius. So what do you think? Did Nguyen pull Flappy to get attention, or is he really just trying to get away from it all?
World's hottest PC game to get locked out of China. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds may be a smash hit everywhere in the world, but leave it to China to take aim at the survival video game's violent content. Gameplay in Battlegrounds is Hunger Games style. It starts with players parachuting into a desert island, scavenging for all sorts of weapons, and then fighting each other to the death. Last man standing wins. Despite not yet officially launching in China, the game already has a sizable chunk of Chinese players. But with regulators complaining of too much blood and gore, it looks like Battlegrounds won't be getting a license anytime soon. If it does, expect it to be heavily cut and censored to fit socialist core values and traditional Chinese culture. Fun. The Chinese Copyright Association may not be a fan of violently competitive games, but better violent in a game than in real life, which might be the case if the players get fed up with their policing.
Biggest FIFA YouTubers hacked. Gamers nearly have aneurysms. EA Sports has done it again. And by done it, we mean they let themselves get hacked again. 6 of the top FIFA video gamers on YouTube had their EA Origin accounts hacked last month. AnesonGib, W2S, Nepenthez, Nick28T, Bateson87, and matthdgamer have more than 9 million YouTube subscribers between them. It is believed that the hackers were able to convince EA Sports to transfer the video gamers' Origin accounts to email addresses owned by the hackers. The cyber thieves stole millions of FIFA coins, the in-game currency, and deleted valuable players and entire teams. matthdgamer said hackers got rid of valuable players such as Ronaldo, who cost 3.4 million FIFA coins, meaning he cost about 1,223 actual dollars. W2S, who dropped about 1,700 bill, said someone pretending to be him in an EA customer service online chat was able to get into his account armed only with his email address. EA has struggled with FIFA account hackers, many of which can sell FIFA coins on the gray market for actual cash.
Feminist testifies in Toronto Twitter harassment case. Former graphic artist and father of 4 Greg Allen Elliott was charged with harassing 2 Toronto feminists, Stephanie Guthrie and Heather Riley over Twitter back in 2012. Riley is the second woman to testify in the case, saying that she feared for her safety because Elliot wouldn't stop tweeting about her. It all started when Guthrie and her fellow feminists began attacking Ben Spur, the designer of a video game where players can punch feminist blogger Anita Sarkeesian in the face. Elliot came to Spur's defense, saying the women shouldn't try to ruin the young man's life over a video game. Guthrie reportedly tweeted that she wanted Ben's hatred on the internet to impact his real-life experiences. Elliot disagreed, saying the women's online shaming was every bit as vicious as the face punch game. Guthrie and Elliot first met when he offered to do a poster for her political group called Women in Toronto Politics. She turned him down and things quickly went sour. The women thought it was just fine to spew hatred at their target, but when Elliot started interacting with them in a less than friendly way, they couldn't take the heat and pressed charges. According to the National Post, the women even met up to talk about how Elliot should be publicly shamed online, including someone posing as a 13-year-old claiming that Elliot is a pedophile. There were originally 3 women involved in the criminal case, but one of them, Paisley Ray, backed out. The case, which will be ruled on in October, could have serious implications for how people in Canada are allowed to interact online. Elliot has already been banned from the internet for a year, but if he is convicted, it could open the floodgates for people who feel harassed online to press criminal charges.
Game developer Wild Games Studio is in crisis mode after using YouTube's copyright complaint system to remove an unfavorable review. Game reviewer Total Biscuit, aka the Cynical Brit, every month sends hundreds of emails like this one to developers. Wild Games Studio promptly replied with its newest release, Day 1, Gary's Incident, which Total Biscuit described as horrible in a YouTube video.
Jeez, look at this nonsense. The game just runs awfully. Combat is so incredibly bad. It's mind-bogglingly awful. What? Where the hell did that come from? Behold, the worst textured panther in the history of video games. What the hell was that? What killed me?
And then Total Biscuit was surprised with this. Wild Games Studio initiated a copyright claim on YouTube against a negative review. This is serious. A YouTube channel can be shut down if it accumulates 3 copyright strikes. The developer said, "We protected our copyright because Total Biscuit has no right to make advertising revenues with our license." Meanwhile, other reviews of the same game are still live on YouTube. Is this a personal attack against Total Biscuit for the bad review? Total Biscuit posted a new video on Sunday detailing the developer's abuse of the YouTube system. It's now the #1 video relating to the game. Oh, the irony. Dear Total Biscuit, we are totally behind you on this one, and we have a present. Remember when you said...
Oh god, I want to find the people responsible for this and just stick them in a plane and force them to crash land in a jungle and fight for survival with a bunch of hungry, badly animated Aztecs.
Well, here it is.
Pornographic photos prompt Nintendo to suspend sharing on 3DS. The Nintendo 3DS is a popular portable game console that both kids and adults can enjoy. Players can give their friends codes which allow them to share pictures and diaries with each other. This has caused a problem, however, as some people have abused codes posted in online forums by sending obscene images to unwitting users. Concerns about these abuses have been raised, especially as many 3DS users are young. While measures to control inappropriate use are under discussion, Nintendo has admitted it's impossible to completely stop the problem. As a result, the company has decided to suspend both picture and diary sharing services.
Fallout 4 Scaggs sues Bethesda after spending way too much time in the wasteland. For those of you who aren't in the know, Fallout 4 is a game set in a world devastated by nuclear war, where humans are forced to fend for themselves against a myriad of horrors. And it's so damn spectacular. So spectacular that one Russian player got so deep into it and literally lost his livelihood. The 28-year-old dude from Siberia says his problem started after he began playing the game. He claims it caused his relationship to fall apart over a 3-week period, as well as causing his health to deteriorate due to lack of sleep and eating. Damn. As if that wasn't bad enough, he was also fired due to absenteeism caused by the game. But instead of taking responsibility, he's decided to lawyer up and sue the game's publisher, Bethesda, for emotional distress. How much for? 500,000 rubles. What? What's that in dollars? Oh, 7,000. The case will be somewhat of a test case in Russia, because there's never been something like it. And his lawyers want to see how far it'll go. But if the judge has any sense, he'll fusroda the case, mini-nuke the lawsuit, and tell this feral Diamond City junkie to sort his life out.